Okay, what's up, guys? We'll be adding two more pairs onto our watch list, which is USD CHF and GBP AUD. So, first things first, we do our high and low strategy, whereas we mark out our lowest low, which is this one, as you can see, yeah? And then we mark out our zones basically. This is one of the zones, and then as we look to the left, this is one of our zones. As we go further to the left, okay, this was the highest of the highest, right? So our main focus will be around this area here, yeah? Cool. So we start now. We look to the left. You see, I've used this low here. It picked out some things on the right, as you can see. Simple stuff. Also, what I wanted to mention is that if you don't see any zones, maybe you are using the daily, go to a higher time frame, use the weekly. Don't be stuck on like one time frame and say, I said if you don't I said we use the daily, or if you don't see it on the daily, move to a higher time frame, because you can never go wrong. You can't say you don't see it on the higher time frame and go to a lower time frame. I hope I'm making sense. If you don't see it on the daily, go to the weekly. If you don't see it on the weekly, go to the monthly. If you don't see it on the monthly, go to the yearly. There's multiple time frames you can use. Don't stick on one and say, because I used daily, you also stick to daily. Sorry about the noise. It's quite noisy out here. Don't mind the noise, guys. Just focus on what I'm doing on the charts. I understand it can be disturbing at times. So yeah. Now that's that. So from this we can see that it's picking this out. See, this is now the 4 hour. This is what we are seeing on the 4 hour. We mark out of this channel. As you can see, it's already breaking out. There's a high chance it's gonna come here. There's a high chance it's going to do something like this. Test there, retest there, come retest, then give us that overall buy. Ne? But we are not yet sure. So what we do is, okay, this trend line is set to not be visible on the 1 hour. So let me just fix that quickly. Okay, go to the 1 hour now. As you can see, already we can basically buy from here. We can basically buy. We can have our buys there. Take it to here. Have the stop loss just below the proper. See, risk to reward 1:97, which is a good to risk to reward. And obviously we are using this as a first take profit zone. This will be our second take profit zone, and so forth. But yes, actually this will be like the overall one, because we don't want to be swinging we don't want to be in the market for a very long time. As much as we can swing, but this is for scalping purposes basically, because we can expect a move to up to this zone here, and as you can see, that's a very long time, but also it comes down to your preference to say, because of I'm in school or I'm at a 9 to 5, let me just hold one single trade that I know that I can just monitor from time to time, and then I know I can monitor it, and and then we're good. Okay, and then that's on USD CAD. Oh, what's happening now? Okay, just hold on. Okay, we're back. This is what I wanted to do. Yeah? Okay, then this goes there. See, as you can see, like, there we go. See, breakout retest. Breakout retested. If you go to the lower time frame, you can see the retest in a way. Okay, anyway, yes, we are here. So, yes, as I was saying, you can like decide to hold a trade and be like, okay, I'll hold it. It's because since I'm like at a 9 to 5, just hold one long trade and then you just monitor it from time to time. See, so yeah, for now we're looking for those buys that are coming from this area here. Actually, but also you can expect the sales back to this zone here. You can expect sales back to this zone, but I'm looking at buys. I feel like the buys are stronger. I feel like the buys are very strong. So if that they just and then that's on USD CHF. Then we go to GBP AUD. Zoom out the charts. First things first. Pick out our highest high. This is our lowest low, and then we focus on current market structure, which is that's the current market structure. But to make your jobs easier, you can just mark out all the zones, because of these zones are going to help you in the future also. So just mark them out and then have them ready. This is a zone also. There is a zone here. See, and that's that. You're done. You don't have to go to your daily. You don't have to go to lower time frame. There's the 1 hour here. We have the 1 hour there. So as you can see, on the 1 hour, it kind of broke out also. It kind of broke out, so we can expect this push to the downside. You can expect it, because already you can see this momentum push to the downside also. You can expect the push to further to the downside, and then yeah, we're milking. So for this, you can see it's a bit slow, ne? Okay, there we go. You can expect the push to give us till there, because there is a very strong zone, because as you can see, it gave us 2 touches basically, and this we can count as a touch, and then it shot up. See, that's what I'm saying. You can do that. And I know that I'm kind of contradicting what I said about if you don't see it on the daily, go on the 4 hour. Thing is, as a beginner, that's what you should focus on. As you learn more of the skill, it'll make sense. it will kind of make sense. So we have that there. Can push to the downside here. No, actually, you can expect our buys actually from now. You can expect the buys from there actually. Because one could see this is something like this. I know if you see it, you see it. You see, you don't have to see it with. See, that's this creating the right shoulder. You see. Then if you go on the daily, it will kind of make sense. See, because on the weekly, this is a low, double bottom, but I don't like using it. I don't like classifying it as when they're this far apart. They should be pretty close. See, that's the weekly. So we can expect the push just to here, this high here, previous high here, you know. So yeah, that's about it. See, it's kind of it's playing in this area, but it's playing in this area first. But we can look at this whole area here. It's kind of consolidating. So yeah, stay tuned for more updates.